But pandas? How bad can we be?
They're bad at literally everything.
Stupid.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, VIP Panda. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little confused, right? I've seen quite a bit of requests for this video here. This is gonna be No Animal is Safe, Ruining Your Favorite Animals by Casual Geographic. I know, right? Different from what we usually do on the channel. This is what you guys wanted, so I'm just here to please the people, you know. I'm here for you guys. And before we begin, if you're new to Panda Gang, welcome to the channel. Here I do reactions. We also talk about anime a lot, as well as many other things, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as that post notification bell so you're notified every single time I post a new video. And if you guys have any video requests, you already know, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. Or you can follow me on my social media. I'm mainly active on Instagram. I do music, I do cosplay, all that, so go ahead and check me out. Thanks. Alright guys, and without further ado, let's go.
All are facts, but I slowly destroy your innocence for 60 seconds. They eat nothing but eucalyptus, but if you took it off the tree and put it on a plate in front of them, they would stare at it and starve to death because koalas are not good at koaling.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, when I went to Australia, I got to hold a koala. Them jumps, koalas are heavy as hell, bro. And they smell like they smell so disgusting, but they're so cuddly, so cute. So, he about to ruin it for me? What did I miss when I was in Australia? I don't know what I missed.
The only way they can eat this is by gaining a special gut bacteria, which they get by eating their mother's backdoor fudge. Every koala has done this. Koalas can be vicious psychopaths. Some people broke into a zoo to steal a koala and left with a crocodile because that was easier than handling a pissed-off Bundy bear. Koalas have fingerprints identical to humans, meaning they can contaminate crime scenes, and with 7 billion people on Earth, at least one is in jail for something a koala did. They don't help people, they're using their mind to cool off because this genius thinks you're a tree. Most koalas have incontinence, meaning they pee themselves uncontrollably.
So you mean to tell me the koala thought I was a tree, bruh? I'm too soft to be a tree. What? I'm insulted. How dare you?
Which leads right into the next fact, because as you probably already know, 90% of koalas are infected with chlamydia. But you probably didn't know that 10% contain a strain that
How?
Can be passed on to humans, or should I say pissed on to humans. Males don't recognize the sign that a female is in heat, so he'll just rape first and ask questions never in a process that can knock the female out the tree. Because the sound of this attracts more sexually frustrated males, the female gets run through like a track meet. She gets choo-chooed against her will. Pandas for 60 seconds straight.
Pandas? Ooh. Okay. First of all, them koalas, bruh. I ain't messing with koalas no more after this. But pandas? How bad can we be?
They're bad at literally everything. They're bad at sex. Zookeepers had to play videos from Panda Hub just to give these bears an idea of how the parts work. They're bad at making more of themselves because female pandas can only get pregnant 2 days a year. They're bad at staying alive. Baby pandas only have a 40% chance of living to their next birthday, and most of the time they die in the first week, and sometimes the mother sits on them and accidentally takes them out. They're bad at being parents because if a female has twins, she'll take Zach and abandon Cody. They're bad at pandaing because even though they're literally designed to eat meat, they eat nothing but bamboo, and since they get so little energy out of it, they have to eat 40 pounds of it a day. Their only real talent is being cute, and if they weren't, we wouldn't be spending millions of dollars protecting an animal that nature clearly doesn't have a plan for.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But the other stuff, I don't know about the bamboo thing. That's no wonder they're always like panda and the pictures with the bamboo in the background where you see like cartoons and everything. Pandas need help.
Not even great at the whole cute thing either. Pandas may be bad at bearing, but they're still bears. One man was trying to teach a panda how to survive in the wild, and to encourage him, he dressed up in a panda suit. The ungrateful fur Oreo proceeded to bite off half his hand. Also, male pandas will delete any babies they see, even if they end up being his. The only W's pandas take are in Disney movies. There is no bigger disappointment than a bear that identifies as an overweight or quality gerbil. They're baby-faced abominations that just get clapped by life. Zebra fact, but you're good.
Baby-face abominations that get clapped, bro. That's why my name is VIP Panda, right? We very important players in the game, bro. Help us out.
Zebras are actually black with white stripes and they help keep disease-causing flies from landing on them. Hey, real quick, Google what animal causes the most zookeeper injuries and get back to me.
The snake,
Yeah.
the lion.
Zebras put more people on workers' comp than any other animal because they're not horses, they're angry Afro donkeys. The whole reason we never tried riding them is because they would literally kick the life points out of any Doolittle that tried. Zebras are strong enough to do this to lions. In Madagascar, since Alex had no hunting experience, Marty would have Mufasaed him if he tried anything. A zebra's bonds can either shatter a lion's jaw or crack its skull in half depending on where it lands the kick.
Hey, yo, I'm about to change my name to VIP Zebra. This zebra is kind of lit.
The male zebra sees a pregnant female, he'll do things to her that would make him roommates with Cosby and Epstein.
Ooh.
It's Cosby now. He'll literally violate her until he either forces her to miscarry or her body reabsorbs the fetus. And that's if she's pregnant. Now, if she already has a baby, the striped abortion clinic with legs will personally erase, and his favorite method is by drowning it. And he'll do it while the mother desperately tries to save her child. So the next time you see this Oreo horse getting clapped by a lion, just know this homicidal barcode probably had it coming.
Oreo animals, the one that got they black and white because they be going 0 to 100.
And a lot less cute the longer we go. First, wet
sloths.
That's the end of the sentence. They can swim 3 times faster than they can walk, and they can hold their breath longer than dolphins, which sounds cool. But if you ever saw something like this in person, you wouldn't be okay mentally for a long time.
I would be
Every time you eat an avocado,
terrified.
you're probably eating the descendants of disease a giant ground sloth ate and pooped out. They're one of the few animals big enough to swallow the fruit and spread the seeds, so you can thank his prehistoric anus for guacamole. They only poop once a week, and when they do, they avoid about a third of their body weight, which would be like the average man dropping a 60-pound deuce. Since this takes so long, most sloths get their life subscription canceled on the toilet like Elvis. They basically play Russian roulette every time they leave the tree to drop the kids off. And speaking of dropping kids, they give birth in the trees, and sometimes the babies fall straight to the ground. Sometimes the mother will just...
Sloths, bro. I need to have a word with y'all. Why are you birthing upside down? Like, sloths, y'all need help too,
It's not worth the effort and will leave the baby to die. Just call it a baby shower. Also, sloths don't mistake their own arms for branches and then fall to their death. That's a myth.
Shower?
What isn't a myth is that sloth grip is so strong they can remain hanging from a tree even while they're dead. If you see an upside down sloth on a tree, there's no guarantee he's alive. Sloths have been known to break into human toys and eat whatever forbidden fudge they can find.
Nah, relax.
You're gonna regret that
No.
comment, quacka facts, but they somehow get more and more
freak?
disturbing. They live on Rot's Nest Island, named after
Oh, it's so cute.
rat's nest because the first people to see them thought they were rats on steroids. But they're marsupials related to kangaroos and
I've
koalas.
never heard of this
They're cute,
one.
but they have plant-crushing teeth, and they won't hesitate to use these little hole punchers on you if you get too close.
Oh, I'm sure
People
they will.
forget that
They're
these
so
are wild
cute.
animals and not plush toys, and they get bit as a result.
Oh,
That kid got checked
never
right in the
mind.
forehead. Mother quokkas have insurance policies on her children because she has an egg called a blastocyte that'll start developing if her first kid gets third-party aborted. That would be like your own mother having a replacement clone ready in case you get put on a shirt. Because her child is replaceable when chased by a predator, Mother of the Year will sacrifice her baby. She doesn't eat her own child to its death the way memes seem to think she does, but she does loosen the muscles on her pouch so her baby falls out. On purpose, by the way. But the really messed up reason this works is because the baby hisses and screams when it hits the ground, getting the predator's attention. So the mother gets away while her baby gets taken off the census. Since
Quokka? I should be called psychos, bruh. I got crackhead energy with that.
quokkas have huge cycles of births and deaths, if you go to Rot's Nest Island at the wrong time, you'll see more quokka skulls than your mental health will be able to handle. Stop telling me to ruin animals, I'm gonna keep doing it. Rat facts, but they slowly get more and more disturbed. In Savannah, it's not uncommon for them to get clapped by lightning, and when this happens, their heart basically beats itself to death.
Wait, you got
They have hooves the
giraffes?
size of dinner plates, and they've been seen on record decapitating lions with one kick. Which is why baby giraffes will hide under their mothers when predators attack. He may be safe from lions, but sometimes a mother friendly fires him with a kick that shatters his neck.
Oh
Baby
my
giraffes are just as likely to
gosh.
get accidentally killed by their mothers as they are lions. Males flirt by slamming their heads into the side of the female until she forcefully pees. They'll taste test the pee to see if she's ovulating to decide whether to apply pressure. 90% of giraffe sex is between two males, and nothing's wrong with that, you know, love who you love. But most of the time, it's an older giraffe asserting his authority on a younger, weaker male. This isn't an act of love, he's basically getting Shawshanked by a long-necked Sandusky. Giraffes are extremely vulnerable
Giraffes,
to
y'all
parasites, and when one
freaky.
gets sick, he'll get abandoned by his herd who basically leaves him to die. Sounds harsh, but if you saw what a sick giraffe looks like, you'd understand. Which is why if Madagascar were real, Melman would have suffered a slow, painful, parasitic-induced death. You're not gonna believe how big these animals really are.
I'm not gonna lie, giraffes were probably like the least out of the bunch that weren't that
Yeah,
bad.
this is how big they actually get. If my eyes have to be assaulted with this image, you better believe I'm gonna make it your problem too. Here's a friendly reminder that your little house cat is related to an 11-foot, 700-pound biracial Garfield. This cat can stand up and make eye contact with a basketball rim that most of the population can't jump high enough to touch. Don't let the baby bottle fool you. That man is a mood swing away from becoming a human scratching post.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
feel like people forgot
Or a
just
meal.
how ridiculous blue whales are. So here's a reminder that this picture actually exists.
Yo, when I was in the Navy, bruh, we would hear whales all the time. Like, they would come out on the sonar. There would be like, ooh, like that. And it's like the creepiest but coolest sound. Sometimes, like, you'll hear like a boom on the side of the ship. Like, either they ran into it or we ran into it. Or I want to say they ran into it because I don't know. But yeah,
Female blue whales are actually bigger than the males.
They're
and the biggest
huge.
grow to 100 feet long, meaning this blue whale is longer than a standard NBA court. This picture's actually wildly out of pocket the longer I look at it. I'm not even going to sit here and demonize orangutans. They're intelligent and peaceful, and they rarely choose violence, but violence is on the table. Life has multiple choice, and if this ginger Bigfoot circles C, it's going to be bad for her.
Yo, orangutans look like they're like full of knowledge and wisdom. Like they look like if they could talk, they're just gonna talk like this. Ye doesn't know that the shadow realm is among us. Like what the freak? Like you know what I mean?
Big. They can weigh 9,000 pounds, and I was gonna say this man has balls, but this isn't balls. This is a lack of brain function. He's one body slam away from becoming a chalk outline. It's actually one of my favorite series. It's called Animals That Are Way Bigger Than Your School Taught You. Yeah, that's a goddamn turtle. The leatherback can grow to 7 feet long and weigh 1,500 pounds. Because when it comes to turtles, you have the pets you can hold in your hand, and you have refrigerators with flippers. Oh, and this is what their mouth looks like.
Oh.
The Andean condor is one of the biggest bastards with wings with a 10.5-foot wingspan. This guy has a 7'3" wingspan, and his arms are longer than a Monday. Luckily, they all eat already dead animals, so they're perfectly harmless. But nobody ever told him that. Also, this dinosaur can live for 70 years. That is what a gorilla's hand looks like compared to a human's. And we should all take a moment to be grateful that gorillas rarely choose violence, because those mitts could easily slapbox their soul into a factory reset.
I feel like they would take over.
Really was. At 9 feet, 2,200 pounds, the American bison is literally the biggest threat to American idiots everywhere. Not only is it a truck with legs that can charge at 40 miles per hour, as you can see from this picture, actions have consequences. Meet Patrick, the largest wombat to ever wombat.
Okay, going back to Australia, bro. I've seen wombats, bro. They're so cute, but they always told us, they're like, bro, don't go near the wombats. They're actually really unpredictable. They will hurt you.
Furry take can cripple cars, and they use their thick to crush predators that get too close.
I can believe it now.
Plus take on a Honda and win. There are some animals that have no business being that big. There is no reason for this picture to exist.
Loquito, a crab, bro. King crab. I'll mess up a crab, bro. I love crab legs.
I know what this is. I just don't know why. The Japanese spider crab can have a leg length of 12
delicious.
feet and weigh 44 pounds and can live for 100 years because even death procrastinates dealing with this.
I would eat
Next,
that,
we have the
bro.
giant freshwater stingray, and I really appreciate giant being in its name, as if I could possibly think something like this is average. Now, I have personally forgiven stingrays from what they've taken away from me, but I'm not at peace with a 16-foot, 1,300-pound placemat with a tail. They're found in Southeast Asia, Borneo, and the dreams of the unwell. Not to be confused with the giant oceanic manta ray. At 23 feet 6,000 pounds, the manta ray is 100% perfectly harmless.
Yo,
except to your mental health. It
makes me wonder, like, you know how they get like Pokemon and stuff like that, if they like actually make them the size as like what they are in real life.
Because every time this underwater UFO pulls up on somebody,
Mantini.
a therapist goes up a tax bracket. Now we have the wolf eel. Why?
What the freak is
At 8
that?
feet long, it's proof that there's no rules in the ocean. If God wants Godzilla in the form of a tadpole, then damn it, that's just what's gonna happen.
Right.
Also, they mate for life, so if you're still single, just know that this thing is somehow doing better than you.
Golly.
Blue whales are fundamentally disrespectful, but there's only one way for you to understand just what we're up against here. You know exactly what that is.
Nah.
At number...
That was the dingling, the thing? That was the... Let me go back real quick. That was its
just
dingling?
what we're up against here.
Yo. No way, fam.
You know exactly what that is. 5 animals that used to be way worse.
They're
At
huge,
number 5, we
bro.
have penguins. There used to be a species of mega penguin that was tall enough to look a 6-foot man in the eyes. In fact, the biggest one grew to 6'8" and weighed 250 pounds. Whole penguin built like LeBron, I promise you, you'd want no problems. Number 4, orangutans.
I wonder if he can hoop too, right?
Relative of Gigantopithecus. 10-foot, 600-pound steroid Donkey Kong. They're probably
for
vegetarian,
real?
so you wouldn't have to worry about them eating you.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they couldn't practice origami with your skeleton if you gave them
wait,
a
never
reason.
mind, never
Orangutans
mind.
are cool, but a ginger Bigfoot is not it. Number 3 are rhinos for 2 reasons. Satanic unicorn nonsense right here. And this. Paraceratherium was a hornless rhino that grew to 30 feet, 44,000 pounds, and that's what you'd look like next to him. All of a sudden, this picture makes sense. It's just elephants evening the score after centuries of abuse.
You know, it's crazy. Like, I know if you guys know me, if some of you guys don't know me yet, I have a fear. I have a giggalophobia. I believe I'm saying it right. The fear of like really large objects. So that would creep me the freak out, being next to an animal that's like 10 times, 20 million times bigger than me.
Speaking of elephants, I'll never understand how this acid trip left the drafts. This is Platybelodon, and it looks like an elephant platypus and a parasol, and this is what came out. To mention
For real though.
Number 1 is a Seriema because they used to be terror birds. 10 feet 300 pounds with a murder weapon for a nose, they would have been the biggest op to mankind. We would all be on shirts.
He said shirts, but he got merch. Alright, someone did pay attention in science class. He knows his stuff. I guess I should have paid attention in science class. I'm surprised this is what you guys wanted, though. I think I learned a lot just by watching this. This is very, it makes me look at animals in a different light though. But I still love my pandas. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to panda punch that like button. It really helps me out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And what's your favorite animal? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Alright, and until next time, bye!